Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm KBG and welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses Maddening. Today we're going to begin Chapter 7, do some of our monthly activities, probably explore around the monastery with some quests and such, maybe do a auxiliary battle or something like that. Yeah, we'll just see where it goes from there. Before we get started though, I just wanted to address that the layout has changed for the series once again. And I want to apologize that, it's kind of inconsistent, I don't know, it's kind of random, and it's different from the other videos, but I just wanted to basically explain why. The way I started out this series, the format was just, webcam in the corner, whatever, but I didn't like that it was blocking some of the gameplay, so then I tried to switch it to be more like the layout of my Paper Mario series, where I have webcam in the top right corner, well, in the top corner, I guess, different in Paper Mario, and then have the gameplay next to it, but the only way that fit with the formatting I was doing was to contort the gameplay a little bit, and with Paper Mario it works. It's not too big of a deal because in Paper Mario, it's like with the cartoony art style and whatever, like a tiny stretch doesn't really affect it too much, but with Fire Emblem, with a lot of tiny text in areas, in some different areas and such, it kind of makes it hard to read sometimes. So I wanted to make a layout or format the video in a way that would solve both of those problems, and then that's where this layout came from. But anyways, once again, sorry, this will probably be the last layout change for the rest of the series. And anyways, let's get started. Yeah, let us get started with Chapter 7, Fishing. I know how to fish, my friend. I know how to fish. All right. Give it to me, narrator.
Part 1. White Clouds. Wyvern Moon. Field of the Eagle and Lion.
That's right, we're going to be doing the Battle of the Eagle and Lion this month. Hopefully showing the other students who's boss.
From on high, flocks of wyverns roar in chorus and soar the pristine skies, heading south for the winter. Fodlan's children lend their hands to winter preparations by gathering firewood and catching fish from the river's cool waters. Yet all the while, their gazes are turned skyward, drawn to the magnificent sight above.
Awesome. Those are some helpful children. Way to go, helping your families and stuff. Can I just say I really like the narrator? I think it's the same voice as Geralt, but it's just such good narration. Such good narration. Same with the narrator in Echoes. Just really good narrators in the recent games. I really like it. All right, can we get on? I mean, I'm not a huge fan of this loading screen. Come on, come on, game. I know about item drops. Yes. All right, let's just slide along. There we go. Once again, I don't think any of the other Fire Emblem games had loading screens, so it's a bit weird. Hey, we got 5,000 gold from the Church of Sarros. That's what I'm talking about. Give me that money. Oh, Ferdinand would like to speak with us. We got a support conversation, I guess. Sure. Let's do it now, because otherwise we will miss out forever.
Hello, Professor. May I speak with you?
Sure, anytime, Ferdinand.
You seem to hold Edelgard in high esteem. That is my impression, at least.
Are you going to try to tell me how you're so much better than her and why I should hold you in high esteem? She's got a lot to learn is probably something he wants to hear.
Well now, that is not what I expected you to say. You clearly have high standards. And what is your opinion of me? I am at least her equal, am I not?
If I'm speaking honestly, no, not even close. Edelgard is probably the best unit on the team. Even better than Byleth, I'd say, just for what she can do. I'd honestly think she's probably the best unit on our team. However, I want Ferdinand to like me more, so...
Be honest. Do not hold back. Pretend that I am just a regular person, not the scion of a noble house.
Yeah, I'll pretend that you're a regular person who wants to hear that he's better. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but... Yeah, I don't think he wants to hear that, but if I say this, he might like me more, and that's kind of what I want. We want to keep building support, so we got to tell him what he wants to hear, you know?
Evenly matched? Me? With her?
Isn't that what you were trying to say?
I was just being modest before.
Dang. He actually thinks he's better. No, Ferdinand, not a chance.
Honestly, I have always prided myself on being superior to Edelgard. But evidently, that is not your perspective.
Hey, just be glad I didn't actually tell the truth. You know, we were already, like, trying to butter him up, you know, tell him that he's better than he actually is. But imagine if we told him the truth. He would have been heartbroken.
I suppose there is only one thing to do. I must demonstrate my excellence.
That's not necessary.
Nonsense! You have entirely underestimated my abilities. You think I could ignore such a slight upon my honor? Not likely. Come, Professor.
Hey, you know what? If you want to start pulling more weight, I will be glad. I will be glad
We will begin with battle.
for that to be the case.
Edelgard's skills in combat are no match for mine.
You say that, but she can take a hit way better than you.
I heard that just the other day, she defeated a demonic beast without assistance. Well, anything Edelgard can do, I can do better. And in half the time.
Are you really going to try to fight a demonic beast in half the time she did alone?
Professor, you can be my eyewitness and timekeeper.
This guy's ridiculous. Hey, Ferdinand, you better get a level up from this, or multiple. 'Cause I'm pretty sure those things give like multiple level ups apiece. She got like 3 level ups from this.
Here we go. 2 at once. That's, well, it will be fine.
Hey, if you actually did take out 2 at once, first of all, you'd probably get like 6 level ups, or at least like 4. And second of all, you would prove that you were better than Edelgard. See what you got, Ferdinand.
I can't do it.
Are we coming to his aid?
It seems you have saved my life. Thank you, Professor.
Hey, anytime, Ferdinand. That's why we got Divine Pulse. Alright, well, our support level is C, and Ferdinand's motivation has increased. Sweet. So yeah, I'd be totally fine if he actually started pulling more weight. He just needs to get better level ups.
Professor, you already know about the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, correct?
Yes, honestly this should be called the Battle of the Eagle and Lion and Deer, but whatever. I can't recall. Only the name. That's kind of true.
I see. In that case, allow me to fill you in. It's a large-scale mock battle between the rival houses that takes place every year.
Its scale is incomparable to the mock battle we fought during the Great Tree Moon. It will take place in the vast Gronder Field. That is in Empire territory to the southeast of Garrick Mach.
Ah, so we have home field advantage. Sweet.
Whichever house defeats the most opponents wins. Of course, the professors also fight alongside their respective houses.
That's good. We need all the help we can get.
Well, usually. Professor Manuela is being prudent. She will not be participating this year.
Well, that's one less issue to deal with, although Manuela was really easy when we fought her in the first mock battle. Like, she was no challenge. She had, like, very little attack, and she was pretty slow, too, if I remember.
Since his longtime rival will be absent, Professor Hanneman has also declined.
Oh, so we just have the straight advantage, huh? What should I do? I mean, if we were being fair, we could sit out too, but I don't know. Let's just ask what we should do. Let's leave it up to everyone else. Let them decide.
Oh, don't worry about us. You know you want to see the kids in action.
Are you feeling any better, Professor Manuela?
Thanks to all of you. But I'd only be a burden out there. My students don't need to see me collapsed. Well, not on the battlefield anyway.
Not on the battlefield anyway. After a few drinks, maybe, but come on, we don't need them to see me collapsed for an actual reason, or a legitimate reason anyway. Oh, so what you're saying is we just get the straight advantage? Because I will totally take that. Hanneman was actually pretty scary when we fought him. Manuela not so much, but Hanneman actually did some decent damage.
Correct. We will not be participating. Regardless, do not expect victory to come easily, or at all.
You really think your students can do it without you? Not a chance, Hanneman.
Well put. We've spent the past few months pushing our students to their limits. You can see me in the infirmary after they destroy you.
Well, they're certainly cocky. This doesn't seem fair. Or if I'm the only professor present.
We
Oh.
have taught our students well. There is no need to hold back. Challenge them with everything you have.
I don't know why Manuela absolutely hated that response. Would she have preferred it if I said it doesn't seem fair? I mean, they both seem to be saying very similar things. Well, whatever. Maybe she's upset because she can't really fight too well, and maybe she's just upset because, I don't know, we're trying to have pity on her or something. Oh boy, we got a lot of... Oh, never mind. Every time I say we're gonna have like a lot of supports, it's actually just like one or two. So Ferdinand and Edelgard still can't deepen their bond any further. I guess they haven't gotten over how much they absolutely hate each other yet. I'm surprised Ferdinand and Hubert have 4 supports. Yeah, because if you see those little like lines above one of the letters, it means they have 2 supports to unlock, or to fully unlock that one. So let's see, like with Edelgard and Byleth here, there are 2 C supports. But then like with Byleth and Ferdinand, there's only 1 C support, so it just like depends on the character, I guess. Interesting. There are also some supports between separate houses. Oh, and also Flayn. Didn't we just recruit her? Isn't she? Yes. I actually didn't even really look. I completely ignored it, but yeah, Flayn is actually with us, and a decent level too. Yeah, she's actually level 11, so she pretty much fits in with the rest of our team already. Nice. So what I think that means is that Anna will probably be sitting out for most of the rest of the game, if not the rest of the game entirely. Because Anna doesn't have any supports, whereas Flayn does. And that makes Flayn so much better, in my opinion, because Flayn gets extra like accuracy or damage boosts or stuff like that, whereas Anna doesn't get that from anyone. And I feel like Flayn is more useful as well because she is a priest, which gives us more healing and stuff. Let's actually check her out, because we haven't really seen. So she's got that crest, which is the Crest of Cethlene, which we pretty much heard from Professor Hanneman. Legend has it that Saint Cethlene bore this crest, a symbol of kindness and mastery of light. Sometimes raises might when using recovery magic. Raises might when using recovery magic? What does that even mean? Does that mean like she just heals more sometimes? I'm not entirely sure what that means. Her stats aren't too bad. She looks kind of like a second Linhart. Pretty much, more or less. She's definitely not as good as Linhart for sure. She's a bit slower than Linhart. A little bit less magic. Less defense, less resistance. What's her main ability? Lily's Poise. Adjacent allies take 3 less damage during combat. Okay, you know what? I think that's much better than Anna's thing. Yeah, she only has luck plus 5. What? That's okay. It means she doesn't get crit very often, but like Lily's Poise making it so that adjacent allies take 3 less damage during combat, that's huge. We could just use someone else to bait in a unit, place Flayn right next to them, and then all of a sudden they're taking 3 less damage during combat. Like, imagine putting her next to Edelgard or something like that, or put her next to Linhart taking a magic attack. Dude, I think Linhart could take a 28-hit magic attack and still take 0 damage if he was standing next to Flayn. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Actually, let's go over to Linhart. Yeah, he's got 21 res, and I think he's got another 4 from his battalion. That's crazy. It's actually ridiculous. Yeah, that's a really good ability. Yeah, I definitely think she's just overall better than Anna. She's got Nosferatu equipped. She's also got a Training Lance. She's got Lance Prowess, Faith level 3. Heal allows unit to cast heal. Cast it twice as often. She's also already got a battalion with her. The Sarros Sacred Monks. Gives her Resilience plus 2, Hit plus 5. So, in actuality, she's already got 21 Resilience, which is still pretty good. Like, that's almost as good as Linhart. She's only, like, a few points behind. Linhart is, what, 21 res? Yeah, and she's got 19. And she is 2 levels behind Linhart anyway. So she could totally get caught up in those 2 levels, I have no doubt. Yeah, she's looking really good. She's also got Tempest Lance, which with Tempest Lance, she could actually do some serious damage with a lance. Even though she doesn't have that much physical strength, she's only got 8. If we gave her like an Iron Lance or something and then used Tempest Lance, we could still do a whole ton of damage, which is crazy. What other magic does she have? Let's check. She's got Heal, Nosferatu, and Restore. Cure status effects on all allies within a range based on magic. 1/2 magic over 4. That's really good, actually. I mean, I don't know what the status effects are yet. Or at least I don't remember what the status effects are from the past. I feel like maybe having magic be sealed or something like that is what a status effect would be, but I'm not entirely sure. But it's nice to have. And then she also has Heal and Nosferatu. Unfortunately, she doesn't have Physic, though, but yeah, she's got pretty good weapon ranks, too. She's got C in Lance and C+ in Faith. And then she could actually develop a Strength and Reason, too, if we raised her in that, which could be pretty good. So yeah, overall, I think Flayn will probably be coming with us. She doesn't need that intermediate seal, though, because she's already in an advanced class, or an intermediate class anyway. She can keep the vulnerary, though. Yeah, not too bad overall. Do we have any, like, other lances or something in the convoy? We don't. We could probably buy her one. I assume it would be pretty cheap. And we should also probably start training her up in Reason soon. Because getting her some more magic would be pretty useful, because she already has a magic stat of 15. Which, I mean, is the same as Linhart if you consider it, because Linhart only has 17 because of that magic +2 ability. So if we wanted to, we could actually class Flayn down into a monk, I think. Or whatever the class is before priest. Well, let's see, Hubert. Yeah, monk. We can make her into a monk and then raise her in that until she gets magic +2. And then she would basically have the same amount of magic as Linhart. I actually think that's what I'm going to do. Honestly, I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's go to certifications quick before I forget. Flayn. Yeah, we can... Yo, wait, she's also qualified to be a Pegasus Knight? Really? I didn't see her flying. What is it? What is her flying? I guess it's D or higher. And the Lance D or higher. Yeah, she could actually become a Pegasus Knight if we wanted her to. She'd get, it looks like 3 speed, 1 dexterity, and -1 resistance. She'd also get up to 6 movement. That's pretty cool. And she'd get Kento and avoidance +10. The only issue I have is I don't think she would be able to use white magic if she became a Pegasus Knight. And it's not like her physical attack or speed are really all that great anyway. If she could use magic while she's a Pegasus Knight, then I would totally be interested in it. But I don't think she can. I think there are only very specific classes that can use magic. Like Mage could use magic, obviously. Priest, which she's in. Monk. And some of these ones down here. Oh, these are the side story ones. We're not using these. I was wondering why they were locked. These are like the ultimate classes, the master classes. So the Falcon Knight, I still don't even think Falcon Knight could use magic, but I'm not entirely sure. We could eventually make her a Holy Knight, though. That would be really cool. Yo, imagine if we could actually promote her into a Holy Knight now. Just look how many stats she would gain. She'd gain like, what, like 24 stats? That's crazy. She would become super good. Kanto, White Tome Fair, Terrain Resistance, 7 movement. Yo, I think we want to make her into that at some point. But for now, I'm getting distracted. I'm looking into the classes that we totally can't get to for a long time. Like, look, we have to be level 30 or higher to take these. Which is still quite a ways off. So what I am going to do, though, is make her into a monk. Oh, we don't have a seal? That's easy. We can just buy one real quick. But I want to make her into a monk so that she can get magic +2 as an ability. And it really won't take her that long to get it, because every time she heals, she'll get some... She will get some class experience, so it really won't take that long. Like, Linhart mastered it in, like, no time, so... I have no doubt that... Flayn would be able to do the same thing. Alright. All right, enough talk. Time for more do. I don't know. I guess I just got really interested in Flayn, because she is new to our class, and she is going to be Anna's replacement. Now, Anna will still be useful because we can use her as an adjutant, and I believe adjutants do gain experience as well. So, I mean, we have Anna if we need, and there might be some maps where I look at it and I'm like, you know what? I think I want Anna, because some of them will just naturally, like, maybe want more speedy units or something. Because Anna has pretty decent speed. Like, she's actually not that fast, but... or, like, if we want another bow user or something, I feel like she could be useful. Everyone can be classed up. Yeah, everyone on our team is at least level 10. Yo, we have done a great job of leveling everyone. That's awesome. Alright, so... Byleth and Edelgard are already in the classes I want them to be in, but now we should class up Hubert, I think. I think we want to class up Hubert. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have a Dark Seal. Otherwise we could make Hubert into a Dark Mage, which I think would be really good because he would get Miasma... or Miasma Delta. Allows units to cast Miasma Delta. Can cast twice as often. Adjacent foes suffer avoidance -20 during combat. And he'd also get extra magic and dexterity and HP. Crazy. Oh, if I actually press X, it shows me the difference. That's cool, actually. I didn't know that. I mean, making him into a mage isn't too bad either. He has 1 less magic and 1 more res, and he also gets the ability to cast fire. So I guess in that sense, he'd have more magic. I guess he'd also have more magic if we made him into a dark mage. I actually didn't check. Is there a way to buy dark seals, or is it just through obtaining it? Like from defeating the Death Knight, or I don't know, from maybe like a chest or something. There's a beginner seal and an intermediate seal. I'm not seeing dark seal. Alright, so I'm gonna guess we have to get those only from special means of sorts. Like, I'm gonna guess the only way we can really do that is if we well, defeat the Death Knight, of course, because the Death Knight drops a Dark Seal. But we couldn't do that. There was, like, no way. So let's make him into a mage. And yeah, I don't remember exactly what happens with the Dark Seals. Maybe they're available for us to buy later on down the road. Or... Ooh, stat bonus. Is this above and beyond?
I've passed, have I?
Gave him HP +1. Is that just his base HP? Or is that, like, always just with this class? Actually, let's check it out. I'm interested to see how that works, because I haven't really looked into it too much, I don't think. So if we were to make him into this beginner class, he would still have 30 HP. Sweet. So he just has 30 HP now. Alright. I'm just very interested in this stuff, I guess. Right, so I'm not entirely sure how to get the Dark Seals other than by killing the Death Knight. But I'm sure they'll be available later, either to purchase or from chests or something. But Ferdinand over here, we can actually make him into a Cavalier, and I think we definitely want to do that. Because that'll give him 7 movement, and we really want someone with 7 movement. Unfortunately, it lowers his speed by 1, but it raises his defense and his strength, so and his HP too. So I don't think it's actually too bad. He also gets the Canto ability, which is a really good ability because we get to move after an action. Like, we can go up, run up, attack someone, and then use the rest of our movement to move somewhere else.
Noble never fails.
Right, so I'm definitely liking that. We're going to need some more seals, my gosh. There's a lot of people ready to class up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yikes. I don't know if we can afford all of that. That's crazy. It's crazy. I think we have a bullion or something to sell. Do we? No. Alright, never mind. But we can see if we can buy... Oh, we can only buy a maximum of 3 intermediate seals right now anyway. Alright, let's just class up the people we want to class up the most then. And then we'll get to exploring. I'm sorry. I really wish... Oh, Linhart's already classed up. Sweet. He's just able to go into other stuff too. Bernadetta I definitely want to make into an archer because archer gets 1 extra movement. And also bow range +1, which is really good. Which is really, really good. Now she'll be able to hit people from 4 spaces away with curved shot, which is amazing. And since she also has close counter, she can basically attack people from 1 to 4 range, which is crazy. She got luck +2 now, too, so I guess less likely to be crit. Now Dorothea. Do we want to do Dorothea, Caspar? I think we definitely want to do Petra. Petra's one of our better units, so let's do Petra for sure. We can make Petra into an archer if we wanted to. That's crazy. Or a brigand. I guess let's just look at the stats. If we made her into an archer or a brigand, she would lose speed, unfortunately. She'd get stronger if we made her into a brigand, though. She'd get really strong. 15 strength and 40 HP. That might actually not be too bad. Otherwise, we can make her into a thief or a mercenary. A thief would give her steal and lock touch and extra speed. Mercenary would give her extra HP and strength. I feel like we might want to make her into a mercenary because it gives her more strength, but also keeps up her speed at 20. I think that's what we kind of want to do. And I believe mercenary has a pretty good skill for mastering it, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure it's something pretty good. So yeah, let's make her into a mercenary.
I have success.
I think that will be pretty good. And we have one more seal available. I think we could give it to Caspar and make him stronger. We could give it to Dorothea and make her into a mage. I think I kind of want to do that. Yeah, because Dorothea's already mastered her class, whereas Caspar hasn't. So leaving Caspar in his class might allow him to master the one he's in already. We could also make her into a mercenary or a thief. That would lower our resistance, but it wouldn't really harm any of our other stats. Or we could just make her into a straight-up mage. Oh my word, we'd get extra magic. We get extra magic and extra uses of fire. Well, not extra uses of fire. It would allow us to cast fire. So I think having the extra magic on her and the ability to cast fire is just really good. I think that will really help her out. Because some of her issue is just that she runs out of magic super quick. Because she only has like 8 uses of thunder and 4 uses of Thoron. But now she should also have like 8 uses of fire. We can actually check that. I think that should be it. Yeah. Oh, wait. Actually, she has 10 uses of fire. Sweet. So, that's even better. Nice. Okay. So, that's all the certifications. Actually, let's do the supports quick. Let's just take these out of the way, and then after that, we will explore the monastery and do some quests.
Bernadetta, if you have a moment, I would like to discuss what happened before.
My nemesis! The hour of fate arrives. Help!
I am not here to hurt you. You need not even open the door. Just listen to me.
I don't have to open the door? Is this a truce? Okay. I like truces.
Gosh, Bernadetta is just so paranoid about everything, isn't she?
Thank you. I would like to apologize for sticking my nose into your business the way I did. I thought you might be unhappy all cooped up in there, and that maybe I could help. But I've had time to reflect on what you said, and I realize I was mistaken.
Oh, thanks for caring, but I'm fine, actually.
I see that. I suppose that is what I'm trying to say. I should not have pushed you to do something that you did not wish to do. And for me to frighten you like that? That was unbecoming conduct for a noble.
Maybe a little bit.
Frankly, I am embarrassed by my behavior. I disgraced myself. As for my injury, you need not feel guilty or afraid. The sprain was a result of my own thoughtlessness, not anything you did.
So Ferdinand can be nice when he wants to.
I have always strived to be a good person, but I suppose all that striving was for nothing. I have failed in my duty as a noble.
Ferdinand?
Yes, Bernadetta?
I don't really know much about this sort of thing, but you shouldn't say things like that about yourself.
Aren't you a noble too, Bernadetta?
It wasn't all your fault, you know. I'm to blame too. I hurt you, and I'm sorry.
Really, it is fine. It healed quickly.
So you were just being a baby in the moment?
And it wasn't for nothing either.
I am not so sure.
I do like my time alone. Actually, it's more of a need. But you're right. I also need to venture out every once in a while. Maybe if I work as hard as you do, I can try it a little more.
Yes, keep working at it. You are already much more outgoing than you used to be.
When I mess up, or even when it's just a bad day, it's hard for me to step outside. I'm too scared. But the next day, I try again. Because I know that one mistake doesn't ruin everything.
Well, that's a good outlook to have, Bernadetta.
So you're still... I mean, just because you... That doesn't mean...
No, Ferdinand does not hate you and want to kill you, Bernadetta.
I don't know how to put it, but that's how it is. So, the end.
What a graceful end to the conversation.
Hey! Come on, that was serious. At least I got you to laugh.
Alright, so it seems they patched up their differences or whatever. And now we have Caspar and Bernadetta. How's this gonna go? Gosh, Bernadetta is bonding with everyone.
Hi.
Well, if it isn't Bernadetta, what brings you here?
Am I bothering you? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I'll come back another time.
Well, don't leave yet, you just got here. Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Yes. Do you remember that time in town?
In town? Oh, you mean when all those thieves showed up? Whew, that was rough. I heard a bunch of people got robbed.
No, not that. I mean the time I was... carried off.
Some thieves tried to carry you off?
No, Caspar, I think you're forgetting. Didn't you carry Bernadetta off somewhere in the last support? I think you're the one that did that.
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Just tell me which way they went. I'm gonna...
Look in the mirror, dude.
That's not what I mean. Oh, just forget it.
Wait, don't go. What are you trying to ask me?
Will you really listen this time?
Of course. Sorry. You have my full attention.
Yeah, Caspar is just always ready to go jump into action, help people out and stuff, but it seems like he doesn't listen to the full story all the time.
Do you remember when you carried me to that spot with the really pretty view?
Right.
Where is that place? I've been looking all over.
The place I took you with the view. Oh, right. Okay, first you go out of the monastery, and actually it's kind of tricky to explain.
Just take her there again. Although not against her will this time. That's probably not a good idea, Caspar.
Come on, I'll just take you there again. But pay attention this time.
Wait! Why you... No! Not again!
Caspar! How? Why? Why couldn't you just, like, walk there with her like a normal person?
Stop! Let me down!
Caspar really just does whatever, like, pops into his head. He's like, oh yeah, this is a good idea, let's do it, now. And then he just sticks with it. I suppose he has good intentions and all that, but he can definitely be a little bit, I don't know. He can be a little bit oblivious at times. Right, so I think what we want to do is explore what's on the agenda. Rumored Nuptials is an event. What is that? Is that a paralogue or something? I feel like that seems like a paralogue, if I remember. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that might be that. I'm not sure, though. We could actually check it out if we click on battle. Yes, it is a paralogue, actually. Paralogues. Paralogue battles branch away from the main storyline and focus on the side stories of specific units. By completing these battles, you can gain unique items and battalions that pertain to these side stories. Some paralogues feature units from outside your house. You can control these units while in these battles, but they will not earn experience or acquire items. Kind of like when we ask a student for assistance on a mission or something like that. Right, so paralogue, Rumored Nuptials. Available until 2/22. So we have some time. We don't have to do it right this second. I believe we are on the equivalent of October, and this is available until the equivalent of February. The suggested level is 17. So I think we need to hold off on that one for a little bit, because I don't think we're quite ready. Because as you can see, the mission of Battle of the Eagle and Lion has a suggested level of 13. And I can already guess that that's going to be pretty difficult. So if this one is a recommended level of 17, I don't think we're quite ready for it just yet. We'll probably wait until a future month. Because once again, this is available until the second month, and we're only on the 10th month right now. So We could do this like 2 months from now or something like that and be just fine. Maybe even like 3 months from now. But we can at least look at what it's about, though. Ingrid receives an unexpected proposal of marriage from a noble of rising status. As soon as Dorothea hears the name, she is adamantly against any engagement between them. So it is between Ingrid and Dorothea, who are actually not even in the same house. Ingrid is from the Blue Lions, and Dorothea is from our house, the Black Eagles. But it seems like we can have paralogs between the two houses or between multiple houses, as long as at least one of the units is in our party. So, with all that out of the way, I think we should go explore the monastery. See what's going on here. We can talk to Sothis.
This monastery is more dangerous than I expected.
I know there's some Death Knight dude running around, or Yuritsa, I suppose. Not like we know his actual identity anyway, because he's always wearing a mask. I mean, for all we know, Yuritsa could be a fake name.
It's likely that our foes have infiltrated the ranks of the teachers. And there may be others of questionable character about as well.
I mean, Yuritsa was kind of a teacher, right? Wasn't he like didn't he, like, do weapon instruction or something like that?
If you ask me, there is something amiss about that old man, Tomas.
Something off about Tomas. I guess we'll have to look into that if we can. Let's check the bulletin board and see what we have going. So there's a fishing tournament this month. Shamir, participate in the fishing tournament and try to catch a rare one. It may be the one Flayn's after. I remember this. I remember this one. This one might take a while, so I might try to do this on my own. Or whatever, like do a bunch of fishing on my own at some point. And then maybe we'll talk to Flayn at some other point. Carried away, student. Is anyone willing to drop this off for me? I don't know what it is, but probably. Banish the bandits. Bandits spotted. Assistance needed in keeping the peace. So I'm going to guess that's in auxiliary battle. The best of the best. Opponents needed. You have what it takes to train with the Kingdom Knights. Also likely going to be an auxiliary battle. A peculiar trend. Wanted valuable secrets. Compensation upon delivery. Oh, and so this is another one for Anna. I'm going to guess it's going to be another 3. But this time it's for a secret book, which should be dexterity, which I think will be more interesting than luck for sure. More useful anyway. Because we haven't even used the goddess icon yet.
Before the battle of the eagle and lion. At first I couldn't figure out what they were thinking, but the fish are especially tasty this time of year, so I don't question it anymore. Have you had any, Professor? You'd better eat up before it's all gone.
Are you going to overfish? Are you going to take every single last fish out of that pond? If so, that's crazy. But yeah, hopefully we could get some of like the fish that actually can be cooked up into the stat boosting meals. That'd be awesome. I'm not going to go through all of these dorms. There's no way. It would take way too long. Hey, Bernadetta.
Hi, Professor. Want to know something?
Wait a second. Now that I think about it, the first floor is for commoners, but I thought Bernadetta was a noble. That is weird. Yeah, because although Petra might be on this floor too, I'm not entirely sure. I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't go through absolutely everyone's room and try to find out. But I know for a fact, because we talk to Bernadetta all the time, so she's on the first floor.
Gronder is in the territory of House Burgleys in the Empire. That's right next to my home, the region of House Varley. Oh, no. What if my parents come to watch?
Watch you be a maniac on the battlefield and murder absolutely everyone with your amazing bow skills? That'd be awesome. I don't think nobles are allowed to watch. That'd probably make her feel better.
Really? Are you sure? You wouldn't say that if you weren't completely sure, right?
Right. Right, I definitely wouldn't say anything like that. That would be crazy. I would never try to trick you, Bernadetta. Don't worry. So I believe there's a lot of students down here who are interested in the fishing tournament. And I think what we can do is, I think they all have different things we can talk to them about. And then I think we can also compare the fish we catch to the ones that they have. And then I think we can win rewards or something. I'm not entirely sure, though. But let's talk to the gardener and harvest our stuff. Nothing really interesting, unfortunately. Let's plant some more seeds. There's really no reason not to, considering it gives us professor points. So At the very least, we get that.
Professor, as Seteth told you, we're to have a fishing tournament. Given the events of the last month, I believe this is just the sort of distraction we need. Staff and student alike.
Are you good at fishing?
I do enjoy the sport, yet I wouldn't say I'm particularly good at it. I believe it best that I stick to quietly fishing by myself.
I think it would be best if you stop trying to be a lone wolf and actually learn how to work with others. Because you keep... Because the last time we fought alongside you, you just tried to get yourself killed.
Fodlan is big. It's not as big as Almyra is, but it's still pretty big.
Do you want to travel around Fodlan someday? Do you want to go home to Almyra?
Why do you think I would want to do that?
For fun? I don't know. Why not? There's really not that much reason not to.
You know, I'm pretty good at fishing. My older brother used to take me out. Why don't you give it a try too? They say we can eat whatever we catch.
Dang right we can. I'm gonna cook that into like a speed boosting dish if I can. Wonder what we need to recruit him. He's not interested, so Charm and Lance. That makes sense then. I do want to eventually recruit some of these students. I'm definitely thinking about Felix. Not only because we're really far along with him, but also because he's just really good. He'd be like a second Petra. And I don't know who else I'd really want. I mean, Ignatz would be pretty cool. I remember he's an archer, and I think he's pretty fast too. So that would be good. Otherwise, maybe someone like Leone or something.
Sometimes it's nice to dangle a fishing line and let your mind wander. I'd love to spend some time lounging around by a scenic river or lake.
What do we even need to recruit Ignatz anyway?
I'd like to...
He's interested in our house, so it's got to be something. Dexterity and authority. Right, so these are both things we kind of just level up through battle. Which I guess makes sense then. So as long as we keep getting more levels, we should eventually be able to recruit
Holding
him.
such a frivolous and downright ridiculous event so close to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? It's absolutely absurd.
Absolutely. No one else thinks that, Ingrid.
Although, they did say we could eat whatever we catch. I'm a sucker for a good meal. I just couldn't resist.
How dare they do this? But I actually like it, so I'm going to do it too.
Hi, Professor. I've actually got...
Everyone else is doing it. I just wanted to look through. I don't think we're going to recruit Ingrid, especially because it requires flying, and that's kind of not something I'm really interested in, but I don't know.
Hey, Professor! Did you hear about the fishing tournament?
It's all everyone's talking about.
You get to fish in the pond as much as you want. The more you catch, the more you get to eat.
Does sound like something you'd be interested in. Big Boy Raphael would actually be pretty cool, too. He's not interested, though. Strength and heavy armor. Right, heavy armor. Ooh.
Participate in the fishing tournament,
Yikes.
Professor?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I fished with frequency back in Bridget. I will not have losing. Will you be trying to fish too?
Yes, and I actually will not have losing. You will have losing.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see. But they haven't been biting.
Your shouting is scaring the fish.
What shouting? Everyone told me I was too loud, so I've been using my quiet voice.
You need to be using your even quieter voice, dude. Hey, I get it though. You're so used to being all, I don't know, awesome. You're used to being so awesome and I don't know, trying to be cool for everyone, I guess. I don't know. I don't blame you, dude. I don't blame you.
For some tasty fish. I did not realize when I did so that it would turn into, well, this. My apologies.
Hey, I guess he just wants to make you happy, considering what you had to go through last month. Can't say I really blame him too much.
Can you believe what Seteth said? Catch some tasty fish for Flayn. I'm her bodyguard.
Well, why don't you guard her body while fishing? I don't know. Just fish next to her. I don't know. Do something like that. I'm sure it can't be that difficult. Said we spotted Leone, but I don't remember. How did we see her from all the way down there? I don't even think she was in our field of view.
Why are they having a fishing tournament now? Are they just giving up on the Battle of the Eagle and Lion? You're not condoning this, right? Are you?
Yes, I am. Leone's actually one I might be interested in. She's not interested. Lance. Gosh dang, Lance. Everyone wants Lance's Well, not everyone, but there's quite a few, which is a bit unfortunate. Caledonian Gar. That might be one of the stat-boosting
Welcome
ingredients.
to the Monastery fishing tournament. You look confused. Didn't Seth tell you about it? Just catch whatever fish Flayn requests.
If I remember correctly, she doesn't even tell you which one it is. She just makes you, like, throw a bunch of them at her, and then she'll say whether or not you have the right one.
Show any fish you catch to Flayn.
Right. Yeah. We could view this quest.
To ask.
Welcome to the fishing tournament. If you catch the type of fish that Flayn asks for, you might win a prize. Participate if you want. It's really not my concern. Use the tournament bait to catch the fish that Flayn wants to eat. You can also talk to other participants to compare the sizes of fish you caught. Right, and we get a pure water and a fishing float for doing this. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess we accept it. It's this month only. There's no real reason not to accept it. We get 50 bait. That's a lot. That's crazy. Oh, yeah. Also, we want to check about if we can recruit her
You
yet.
seem busy. I'm busy.
Interested? Right, level. I wonder what level the cutoff is for that. Now we can talk to all these people we already talked to. But I'm not going to talk to them just yet. Well, actually, I might as well. But we're not going to compare to the fish just yet. Like I said, I think if I'm going to do the fishing tournament, it's going to be mainly off-screen, so you guys don't have to sit there and wait for me to catch, like, 50 fish, you know?
So you're taking part. How would you feel about a little friendly competition? Catch the same kind of fish as me, and we'll compare the two. Biggest wins.
You're likely to beat Ash if you have a fish with a rarity of 3 stars or higher. Right, so it basically tells you what kind of rarity fish to get, and then if you want to, you can pretty much win for free, which is pretty nice.
Oh, are you taking part in the fishing tournament? Let's put your skills to the test. Whoever can catch the biggest one of these fish wins.
I don't even think it actually really matters what kind of fish it is. They say the same fish, but I don't think it really
Are you
matters.
taking part as well? Why don't we have some fun with this? A little contest. If you catch a fish like this, come show it to me. Whoever catches the bigger fish will be the victor.
You know, you seem really into this with for being someone who wasn't really thinking this was a good idea, you know? Here's Lysithea. I don't think she's in the fishing tournament,
Go
though.
all the way to Gronder Field. It's idiocy to travel that far. It may be a tradition, but it takes forever to get there and is exhausting. So pointless. I guess there's nothing to be done about it. Even by you, Professor.
What did you need again?
I'm actually
Rather interested. Magic and Faith. That's something we could do. I mean, we could definitely do Faith. Right. Alright, what is everyone else looking like?
You're entering too. Then how about a little friendly competition? Let's see who can catch the biggest fish. There's no way I'll lose.
Well, when it comes to matter of strength, you probably could reel in a bigger fish than me if you wanted to. I'm not gonna deny that. Yeah, rarity of 4 or higher. He's a pretty difficult one to beat.
Joining the fishing tournament? That's great, but you don't stand a chance against me. I just caught this beauty. I bet you can't catch a bigger one of the same kind.
Rarity of 2 or higher. You'll never beat me, even though he's one of the easiest ones to beat.
I'm happy that you will have participation. Maybe you and I both can have a small contest with each other? We will both have catching of the same fish type and do comparisons. Whoever has the fish with the biggest size will be winning, okay?
3 or higher. Respectable. Respectable. What about you, Alois?
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you.
Oh, we're not even comparing? I guess he's just that bad that he's not even going to catch
Have
anything.
you thought about entering? Maybe you and I could have a little friendly competition.
By the way, why does everyone want to compete with me specifically? Like, you guys know you can all compete with each other, right? It doesn't have to only be me.
I just caught this fish here. Why don't you try catching a bigger one of the same type?
4 stars or higher, so she's a pretty good fisherwoman. Huh. Alright, well that seems to be everyone in this area for now. So like I said, I'll probably do the fishing tournament off screen just so you guys don't have to watch me fish for forever. Because you've already, like, if you've seen some of the earlier episodes, you already know what fishing looks like. You throw the reel in, you have to press A when the one circle goes inside the inner circle, and then reel in the fish. It's fairly simple. Like, you're not missing out on much. So let's just go around and check everything else for now. You're going to need some help.
For a request.
A knight has obtained information about bandits that have been showing up as late. Head out to village and deal with the bandits. Right. So I believe that is a quest, or an auxiliary battle quest. Yeah.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
young Monica disappeared last year. I thought she had simply run along home, but it turns out she was kidnapped. I can't believe it. How awful it must have been for the poor thing.
Like, I gotta say, the Gatekeeper seems like a really cool dude. I won't deny that. But I feel like a lot of things get past him. I feel like a lot of things, like, slip by him without him really noticing, which is which makes me think he's not actually too good at his job, but like, as a greeter, he's really cool. Like, I mean, I love talking to this guy. He's awesome, but I don't think he does his job too well.
They say her personality has completely changed, but at least she seems more cheerful than before. Grateful to be alive, perhaps?
I mean, I suppose if anyone was kidnapped for a year, they probably would have their personality change a little. That would definitely be a traumatic experience for anyone, I feel like. Merchants here, but they don't really sell anything I'm that interested in. There's a quest over here that was Anna, right? Yeah.
Hey, Professor, I'd love to.
So we can probably accept it. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. How many do you want? Collect several valuable trade secrets. I don't know how much several is exactly, but we can definitely work on that. We'll definitely get to that at some point. So, I mean, we can talk to Flayn, but we haven't really caught any fish, so I don't think it matters. She's the only one we haven't talked to again over here.
Will you be taking part 2, Professor? I must admit I am quite excited. I cannot recall the type of fish I was hoping to dine on. So, if you do manage to catch a fish, do you mind bringing it for me to see?
How do you not remember what it is? You know what? No, you know what? It's fine, Flayn. I guess she still has her thing open because we haven't fulfilled the quest yet. Alright, so that's everyone here. Hilda's over at the sauna. What are you doing over here, Hilda? She's actually not really at the sauna. She's just close to it, I guess. It's more like training grounds.
Professor, do you have a second? It's about Monica. Does she seem off to you?
You know, we haven't talked to her yet, but I believe she joined our house. I guess she's not really a battler, though, because she's not available in the inventory menu or anything like that.
She was in prison for a long while, but she seems to have recovered almost instantly, and she's been bizarrely cheerful.
Now that you mention
You
it...
see what I mean? I wonder if she's straining to seem happy just to make people comfortable. And why is she so close to Edelgard anyway?
It's a good question. I don't know. Well, if she was originally from the Adrestian Empire, that, I mean, could make sense why she would look up to Edelgard, but I guess that is weird that she seems to have a pre-existing relationship with her.
Fishing? No thanks. I tried it once and, ugh, gross. I don't even really like to eat fish, let alone catch and gut them. Besides, who can think about fishing right now? The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is coming up soon. Feeling confident?
We'll say very,
That's
sure.
the spirit.
Yeah, I'm feeling very confident. Confident that we're gonna have to play super well because the last time we faced the other students, it was kind of crazy. And Claude was a real jerk because he called everyone on us and we got dogpiled and murdered.
Field is in the Empire, right? I wonder how we'll get there.
Horse and carriage, probably?
I thought I heard that there's no path that goes straight from the Monastery to the Empire. Oh, perhaps we'll travel through Alliance territory. Yes, I see. From the east, we would go... there. Ah, yes, that must be it.
You know, it'd be nice if someone had, like, some powerful warp magic or something. We could just all warp there. That'd be awesome. Gosh. That'd be great.
Seth, that stubborn goat. Holding a fishing tournament now? Just last month, he looked like death warmed over.
Yeah, well, I guess he just really wants to make Flayn happy.
Excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion?
No, not at all. Stay, please. Please stay. I do not mind not having to face you. The less units I have to face, the better for me. So please stay. Don't you want to participate?
Well, I don't really really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best.
Don't try too hard. What do you want anyway, by the way? Is not interested. Magic riding. Right. So anyone that really wants riding, armor, or riding armor or flying, they're probably not going to get it from us. Also, there's a Pegasus Knight up there. That's cool. I never noticed that before. Just a random Pegasus Knight chilling. Linhart's the only one in the reception hall. Let's go talk to him, see if he has any valuable insight about Monica or something, since he does seem to do research.
I'm just absolutely exhausted. I swear to you, Professor, every month we're worked harder than the month before.
I know, it's almost like our enemies keep getting stronger.
I had imagined the Academy as a chance to possibly relax before our lives began in earnest.
It is what it is.
Agreed. That's the Church of Sarros for you. What is it they say? Those with power are obliged to use it?
Yeah, especially to execute people that don't listen to Rhea. That's basically what it is. Just checking support to make sure I'm not going to be missing out on anything. Let's go to the Knights Hall and talk to the people in here. Let's see how the Blue Lions are feeling about this.
A fishing tournament, huh? Sounds fun, but not as fun as reeling in the ladies. Just kidding, of course. The most important thing right now is preparing for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Hey, if you want to focus on other things, that's fine by me.
After all, the ladies love nothing more than a winner. And around here, there's no bigger game.
I'm sure they do.
I knew you'd understand, Professor.
Yeah, I know all about
What's
the
up,
ladies.
Professor? Hey.
I'm a real ladies' man. Haven't you met me? No, they really love the blank stare and the staring deeply into their soul.
I need a
There's
favor.
a quest here. Practice battle maneuvers with the Knights of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Sure, why not? Gosh, so we have to go into battle twice. We have 2 auxiliary quests. That's crazy. It's crazy. We're probably not going to get them both finished this
Monica,
month.
was it? I'm glad they were returned safe and sound.
As am I. But yeah, like we have 2 auxiliary battles, and I really don't want to spend my time doing more than one this month because we really need to rest because the Sword of the Creator is getting really dangerously close to breaking.
Did you want something?
Geez, fine. Never. No, I guess not. I guess not if you're gonna be like that.
The Death Knight's true identity. Personally, I don't think it could be Yaritza. He taught me swordsmanship. He said I had talent and the potential to get pretty strong. He was a little scary, of course. But it's hard for me to believe he's a bad person.
I don't know. The Death Knight was interested in strong people. He wanted to fight to the death with us. Also, Tomas was drawing Sothis' attention. She thinks that he might be up to something.
When you feel that first refreshing breeze upon your face, you know it is almost time for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
What are you hiding, old man?
Gronder Field is within the Empire, but the path there from the monastery necessitates passing through Alliance territory.
Oh, looks like Annette was right.
Fodlan's biggest river, the Aramid River, flows along the border between the Empire and the Alliance. You will have to cross one of the largest bridges upon that river, the Great Bridge of Murden.
Okay. I don't think we're actually going to witness going over that, but that's pretty cool, I guess. Hresvelgatritus. Sounds like something Ferdinand might have.
Indeed.
Maybe. Either that or, obviously, Edelgard, but I feel like it might be Ferdinand trying to figure out, or trying to get some dirt on
I received a rare
Edelgard.
letter from my father recently. He said that he is praying for the Golden Deer House to emerge victorious. Insistently praying.
Well, sad to say, the Golden Deer House is not going to be victorious.
My father attended the Officers' Academy and won a glorious victory in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. I think he is quite proud of that, even to this day. I suppose that shows how great an honor it truly is.
And you are going to let him down, unless you want to join our team right now.
It would seem it's a shame.
That would be the only way. You're not interested. Well, looks like you are going to get destroyed just like everybody else. Such a shame. You could have saved yourself.
You know, the Empire used to control all of Fodlan, but after the Civil War, the northern region split off and became the Kingdom. Later, the eastern part of the Kingdom seceded to become the Alliance.
So everyone hates the rulers, basically, is what you're saying.
There are 3 powers today, but 1,000 years ago, we were all united as one. Even now, among the nobles of the Empire, there are some who dream of reunifying Fodlan.
And I'm sure there are some people in the Kingdom and the Alliance that would love to reunify Fodlan as well, just under their banner and not the Alliance's. I would not be surprised. There are some people at the Cathedral. Looks like we have a quest over there too. Let's see what's there. There's also Mercedes here. Also we got the notes. Let's do those quick. Let's do some notes from the advice box. Claude, I see it all the time. Someone falls for a scheme and then gets angry about it. But rather than being mad at the schemer, shouldn't they be busy plotting their revenge? Sounds like the logic of a schemer. It all depends on the context. Definitely, that's just the price of foolishness. Oh, I think I misread. I think I was not paying too much attention to what it actually said. Whoops. Oh wow, this looks like Rhea, maybe? I'm not entirely sure actually who this is. No, I don't think this is actually. Who is this? I'm more than capable of protecting myself from ruffians, but those around me tend to worry, so I'm often denied the pleasure of a private stroll. Maybe it is Rhea? You're too important. It's okay to sneak out sometimes. I'm happy to escort you if you want to go out. Maybe? Nope. Alright, it was Rhea, but she was not satisfied. I guess because we were also technically saying that she was too weak. I don't know. None of them really seemed that great. I mean, maybe you're too important one? I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
After the
At least we
battle
didn't
of the
lose
Eagle
support
and
points.
Lion, a prize is awarded to the winner by the Archbishop herself.
I want a prize.
It's a 3-way battle, so you can't waste too much time just observing. You have to jump right in there. You have to be proactive and defeat the most opponents. Do that, and it's quite possible the Archbishop will recognize how strong you are. Ah, great memories. I was a student here many years ago. I know what I speak of.
I mean, just in general, I feel like we'd want to get the most kills anyway, because that's experience. So, like, I feel like we want that anyway. Where is the West person? Also, we didn't talk to Mercedes. Looks like they're both dead ahead. Or Mercedes is straight ahead, and then we veer to the left for the quest.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought.
What were you thinking about?
Death Knight's true identity. Could it actually be Professor Yuritsa?
It could be or it could not be. We haven't seen him around since the Death Knight was spotted, so I don't know. Magic bow. Probably not with her then. Probably not recruiting her. I just kind of wanted to refresh myself on these because I'm thinking it might be a good idea to recruit some new students soon if we are going to recruit them. Because then we can start building supports with everyone else and stuff like that. Please help.
I have a
Sure.
favor to ask.
Deliver the letter. There's no address, but there's only one person who is gallant, has a charming smile, and always puts his family first. Gallant, charming smile, and always puts his family first. Is that, is that Alois? I feel like I remember that being Alois for some reason. Oh, we can check. Which is weird because I think Alois is married, so that's kind of not okay, but yeah, I guess I think it is.
I'm going to catch me.
I think it is Alois, yeah. Gross.
I appreciate this.
Dude, aren't you married? You really shouldn't appreciate that. A heartfelt love letter. I mean, if it was, like an, I don't know, an admiring appreciation letter for your service or something like that, then yeah, sure, but that's just, I don't know, dude, that doesn't seem like what you actually want to be doing. Alright, I walked right past her. Alright, I delivered it.
Savior, thank you.
Your savior? Okay. I think you might be a little bit dramatic there. Felix is in the dormitory. We can check the status of him wanting to join our house. Because he was interested in it, I know that for a fact. Maybe we could give him a gift or something and try to build support points with him, because if we can get a support with him, I know that definitely makes it a lot easier to recruit someone, so that might be something we want to do.
Since we were little, Ingrid's always gotten this odd look in her eye when someone brings up food.
Oh, she did seem interested in the fish when we talked to her.
Join me for some trainings. I might.
He's still not ready entirely. Just because we want to recruit him at some point as well, let's go through all of these and see if any of these are his. Normally I would just do this on my own, but since we're here and I really want to do this with him specifically, we might as well. Yeah, sword belt fragment was his. Anything else? Oh my gosh, we got a lot of these things. Maybe after, or maybe off screen, I'll do this as well as the fishing tournament. Maybe I'll also go around and try to deliver all the lost items and stuff. All right, I was also going to give him a gift. Gosh dang it, me, not remembering things. We could give him, well, what? I mean, we could give him lavender. Give him an owl feather. It's appreciated by everyone. But if that's appreciated by everyone, shouldn't we give him something that he likes? Also, why is an armored bear stuffy 3 for him? I feel like that doesn't make sense. Training weight, sure. Riding boots, maybe. I don't know, let's give him lavender. Or maybe it's just 3-star because it's a 3-star gift, but it doesn't mean he's actually going to like it. I feel like he would like training, though.
Aha, this is nice.
Yeah. Cool. Do we have a support with him? No, we don't have support with anyone, actually. Alright, but we want to get a support with him at some point because that would definitely help us out. And now we just have the second floor to go through, and then we should be about done with exploring, and probably this episode as well.
The situation last month was dire indeed. The students endured great hardship. I hope you were able to put all of that behind you, so that you may focus on this month's assignment.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm still gonna win, Rhea. Of course.
A most reassuring response. I trust that your class is in good hands. I look forward to seeing your skills on display at the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Let's give Rhea a gift because we didn't make, I don't know, she was unsatisfied with our response earlier, so let's give her an owl feather.
Oh, I adore this.
There we go, now our relationship is patched up. Don't worry, Rhea. I know how to make things better. I know how to patch up my mistakes. Hey, Zedith, how's it going?
I have something to ask of you.
Leave it to me.
I have not even told you what my request is yet. Well, fine. Flayn has been through an awful lot this past month.
Yeah. You know, it's a real shame we didn't get to her earlier, but I had other things I needed to do, so I waited till the last explore option. I waited until the 4th Sunday instead of the first one, but I'm sure you can forgive me for that.
To make up for that, I have decided to give her whatever she wants. I asked her what she would like, and she expressed a desire for a feast of fish. Since I am sure the students would be interested, I have decided to hold a fishing tournament here at the monastery. I have left all of the specifics to Shamir. Please, enter and put in your best effort.
Don't worry, Seth. I intend to win. I already agreed to have a contest with everyone, so now I pretty much have to win, otherwise I'll look like a fool.
Yes.
Hey, Gerald.
How are preparations for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion going? Fishing? Taking it easy, are you?
No, this is a serious business, Gerald. Serious business.
Happenings at the monastery. There is something going on behind the scenes here. I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've already mentioned, this month I'm off to the kingdom. You be on your guard, okay?
More worried about you than myself.
Perhaps I've gotten in your head too much.
And maybe you were... I don't know, last time you were talking about, if you should ever die or anything. So you got me worried, Gerald. You got me worried, Dad. Don't do anything crazy.
I won't go dying on you. I've stayed alive this long after all.
Yeah, same. Although the only reason I'm still alive is because I was able to rewind time, so... I guess I'm even more lucky than you are.
I don't know if you've heard, but Flayn is very special. Her blood carries a rare crest. Oh, the lengths to which she could advance my research, if only I were able to study her.
Hanneman, don't be a creep.
If only it weren't for Sedith's strict orders. He protects his sister with unusual zeal.
Or maybe he actually just cares about her. Maybe you can convince him.
Have you ever tried convincing Sedith of anything? I'm not sure I could convince that man the sky is blue, if he hadn't already looked up for himself.
I don't know. I was able to convince him that I have a trustworthy character. I guess you just gotta work hard enough at it.
I always thought I was pretty good, you know? Then I'd go and get stabbed. Oh. But my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get stabbed.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's true that he is actually Yuritsa.
Yeah, you're lucky you didn't die. That guy had crit. The Death Knight had crit.
Whoever he is, I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad.
I'll help you get revenge. Don't worry.
I'm not going to let him get the better of me again.
Don't worry. The next time we face him, we will kill him for sure. We let him get away twice now, so it's about dang time. Yeah, looks like we talked to everyone, and we've. Oh, never mind. We haven't gone to the training grounds yet. Right, we haven't even talked to Monica yet. What was I thinking? Hubert's here.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is a free-for-all contest among the 3 classes. If you are victorious, the Archbishop will no doubt present you with a reward.
I know, we must have it. Consider me motivated.
Just what I thought you'd say.
You know me so well, Hubert. You know me so well. I guess so. Hear about Yuritsa?
Along
Yes.
with Flayn, we found another female student who went missing last year.
Actually, I was the one who helped save Flayn, you know?
But now the combat professor Yuritsa has vanished. His origin begged many questions, so there were plenty of objections to his appointment here.
Yeah, it seems like Rhea just appoints whoever,
He is
honestly.
apparently from House Hrim of the Empire, but he was adopted from another family, or so they say. Anyway, there hasn't been much good to be said about House Hrim in recent decades.
Yeah, none of the students here are from House Hrim, I don't think. There's a sword tournament today. That's awesome, but let's talk to these two first.
What do you say, Adel? Shall we meet up in the library later to...
Oh, hello, Professor.
Your voice changed. You sounded a lot more serious until we showed up. Yeah, you know what? I think I see what you're talking about, Tilda. She does seem to be a little bit off.
Do you need something? I'm a little busy at the moment.
Yeah, I need you to go win that house versus house tournament for us real quick.
Sorry, Professor. I've got a lot of questions to ask Adel here. Since I couldn't graduate last year, I really want to make sure I can do so this year. Don't worry. I won't participate in any assignments, so as not to take any attention away from the younger students. I look forward to learning from you, Professor.
Except for the fact that you actually can't learn from me. Like, at all.
What do you say? Do you need...
What if I talk to you? Is there anything I can do? I can give you... I can invite you to tea, I guess. But she's not in our inventory list if we look here. She's not in there. She's also not on the roster either. So it is a little bit... it is a little weird that is the case. Anyways, let's go win this tournament real quick. While we're here. We could just have Edelgard do it, honestly. I mean... Or Petra. Petra would probably actually be the best. She's the fastest and got the best sword skill. So, yeah, let's probably have Petra do it. I mean, although Edelgard is less motivated, so that might be a better thing to do for that reason. Yeah, let's have Edelgard do it just because Petra's already maxed out in her motivation, whereas Edelgard is not. And I have no doubt in my mind that Edelgard can totally mop the floor with everyone. Yeah, look at this. Marianne does 0 damage to her. This is crazy. Edelgard is a monster. Oh, the crest activated? Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it, Marianne. How dare you have your crest activate. Also, can I just say that Edelgard looks really cool in her Lord outfit? Look at that. And she's like even got like fancy moves. Like, I don't know, you swinging the sword like it's a rapier kind of. Almost like she is similar to, I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like Marth's animation from Fire Emblem 11 and 12. Also, Dimitri just gets bopped here. It's crazy. Dimitri is only going to make it to the quarterfinals. Crazy. I mean, I guess he doesn't really use swords. He's more of a lance kind of guy. So I guess it makes some sense. Yeah, I mean, some of the animation looks kind of like Marth from the DS games. Not all of them, but in any case, Wait, Claude is actually better with swords than Dimitri? That's kind of crazy, actually. Let's restore HP once, just for fun. Save the other HP restoration for the next round. Who's going to be number 1? Is it going to be like Felix or something? I feel like it might be Felix. It would make the most sense to me. Yeah, it is Felix. Ooh, yo, Felix actually has a chance. Felix actually has a chance. I believe it's because, I think if I remember correctly, he has an ability called Lone Wolf, which gives him 5 extra damage when he's not with a battalion. So yeah, he actually has a chance here. I still think we're going to mop the floor with him. We 2-hit KO him. Crest of Flames, huh? Yeah, we still won with ease, but if we had missed, that could have been bad. Anyways, Edelgard wins pretty much for free. We get an intermediate seal as a reward, which is really nice. You can class someone up using that later on. And yeah, that's everything there is to do aside from the quests, including the fishing tournament, which, like I said, I will do all the fishing off-screen. And then probably at the start of the next episode, we'll just compare fish with all the other students and completely mop the floor with them, and then present the fish to Flayn so that she gets what she wants. Let's check out Renown. See what we can get. We can get another EXP plus 5, and I think we want to focus on that now because we already reached Divine Pulse and all these other 3. So now we probably want to build up the Saint Keyhole statue to try to get up to the next Divine Pulse. I feel like that's what we want. Also, more EXP is always a good thing. More EXP is always a good thing. Alright, so now we just need like 700 more Renown points, and then we'll be able to get the last Divine Pulse, which is pretty sweet. So while we're here, let's do the choir. Let's do the choir and get some more faith points. Let's bring Dorothea and Linhart. Linhart may not be super hyped for it, but getting more faith experience on him is always a good idea, I think, anyway. And Dorothea's getting decently close to D+ in faith, which would be pretty cool. And yeah, let's do... What else? Maybe let's go to the dining hall and see if we have anything we can make with the head chef, maybe. Is there anything interesting? No, just the blessed jelly still. Alright. Maybe we'll get some more ingredients. Hopefully when we do the fishing tournament, maybe we'll be able to get some of those fish that give us the stat boosters over here. Also, there's some glowing items. We got some ginger tea. We could probably do some... We could probably share a meal with some of these people. We could do it with Linhart. And we could also do Dorothea. I mean, I guess getting them more motivated could be good. Or we could do Edelgard and Flayn because they're already half motivated, and that would get them up to full for sure. So yeah, let's do Edelgard and Flayn. We haven't shared a meal with Flayn yet either. She just joined our house, so this will be her first meal with us.
Oh, I love this meal. How did you know?
Just a hunch.
This is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking. I would happily eat this every day.
Alright, and they are more motivated as well. Sweet. Alright. Now with the last two, I think what we will do is probably just some faculty training for Byleth. Who do we want to do faculty training with, though? I don't know. I mean, everyone up here can give faculty training, so I'm sure we can find someone that would be helpful.
Well,
what about you, Rhea? You have anything I want? You have anything that I would like? I mean, I could keep working on my faith or my reason. Or sword. I feel like we kind of want to get up to B rank with sword with Byleth. Because then we should... I feel like at that point we'd probably be able to just scoop up Felix. Or at least be very close to doing so. And sword is our main weapon. Getting these two up later wouldn't be too difficult. I think for right now I just want to focus on sword. But it would be really easy to get our reason up later. Or our reason up now, I guess. Yeah, we can wait till a bit later, I guess. Let's just do sword. Final answer, we'll do sword. Alright. Now let's find someone else to give faculty training. I think Sedith can now. Yeah, he could actually give us some sword experience as well. Let's do it. Ooh, we even got a great... Look at all that experience. That is crazy. That is awesome. So yeah, we have done everything we really plan to do for now. Oh, we have another support conversation with someone. There's a text bubble up there, which means we have to do this now. Otherwise, we will miss out on it, so let's just do it before I forget. Oh, so with Byleth and Edelgard, we're actually able to deepen the bond now? It'll take some time before we can deepen the bond with Linhart. Weird. Huh, I wonder why we can deepen the bond with Edelgard now. Maybe it's because we talked to her and met Monica? Maybe it's something having to do with Monica? I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, let's go visit her and see what's going on.
Oh, it's you. Out late again, I see. What brings you here?
It wasn't this late when I walked out here, you know. I could ask you the same. Trouble sleeping. It was the middle of the day when I was out here.
There's a lovely breeze tonight.
You wanted some fresh air, huh?
I always wander outside when sleep evades me.
I couldn't sleep either.
So I see. Still, it's ill-advised to stay out so late. I should get some sleep too, but... have you ever felt a sort of longing for the outdoors? I have. There are times I long for the warmth of the sun, for a sweet breeze on my face. Do you remember what I told you the other night? About my past?
Yeah, I remember all of your siblings died from like disease or something or other, and you were the only one remaining.
None of my siblings had a chance to lead the sort of life they deserved. An ordinary life.
Should I say I forgot? You asked me to forget. I don't think that's what she wants, especially not at this point. I remember.
My siblings and I were imprisoned underground, beneath the palace.
What? Well, in that sort of condition, I could see why your siblings would have gotten diseased. That's not normal. What's wrong with your parents?
The objective was to endow our bodies with the power of a major crest.
Oh, so there were some twisted experiments or something going on with her.
I have always possessed the Crest of Sarros, inherited through the Hresvelg bloodline. But it was only a minor crest, and most of my siblings bore no crest at all. In order to create a peerless emperor to rule Fodlan, they violated our bodies by cutting open our very flesh.
Okay, this is super dark. Yeah, that's really unfortunate, Edelgard. That is really not okay.
Now here I stand, the fruit of that endeavor. Edelgard von Hresvelg.
That's not worth it, though. They could have... Just because you don't have a major crest does not mean you are bad by any means. Like, not at all. I mean, sure, the crests help out, but, like, Dorothea doesn't have any crest at all, and she gets along just fine. Like, she's a pretty dang good unit, especially now that we just promoted her into a mage. Like, you don't have to have a crest to be good. And there are some units that have crests that honestly aren't that great at all either, so... Or as well, so... yeah, that's really unfortunate, Edelgard.
That came at too high a price. The others were sacrificed. Ours weren't the only lives devastated by that terrible process. Innocents died as well, without even knowing what they were dying for.
Yeah, that's really twisted. There's definitely something sinister going on in the Empire. Yeah, that's crazy. It's like, Huh,
There
yeah,
you
that's...
have it. The truth of the Hresvelg's empire.
That is very dark. That's a very dark truth. It's unbelievable. Who's to blame? Yeah, who is to blame? Is that the king and queen?
Prime Minister and his gaggle of nobles. They had the empire under their thumbs. My father, the emperor, tried to stop him, but it was futile.
How what? The prime minister and his gaggle of nobles? Wait. The prime minister, that's Ferdinand's father. Ferdinand, you need to talk to your father. Do you not realize what's going on? Jeez, Edelgard, have you ever told Ferdinand about this? Jeez, Ferdinand needs to Tempest Lance his own father. Jeez, that is not okay. He needs to take his Tempest Lance and shove it straight through the prime minister. Come on, Ferdinand. Stand up to him. Yikes. That's... But how does her father not stop them? If he's the emperor, he should have all the strength. Huh. Yeah, it must be something about the prime minister then. He's pulling the strings here, which is probably why Ferdinand thinks he's so great. The Prime Minister, or Ferdinand's father, probably, like, tried to get Ferdinand to believe that the Prime Minister position was actually, like, the one in power. And Ferdinand probably doesn't realize everything that's going on, but yikes, that is not good.
Father was nothing but a puppet on a string by then. He was powerless to save us. I know how it all sounds, but when you see my true strength, you will know I speak the truth.
Oh, I've seen your true strength, Edelgard. You are super strong. Still probably not worth it. Oh no, it's definitely not worth it, what you had to go through. But you are definitely very strong. You have proved to be the best unit on our team thus far. I mean, I'm sure Byleth will eventually surpass Edelgard, or at least match her, but for right now, Edelgard is definitely a crutch.
I have kept it hidden all this time, but I will reveal to you the power of my second crest.
You have a second crest? One besides the Crest of Sarros?
It is the same as yours, the Crest of Flames. When it manifested for me, I swore a silent oath.
You have the Crest of Flames as well? Wow. But I don't... Well, then why don't you try wielding the Sword of the Creator? There's got to be some other component other than just the Crest of Flames.
For the sake of my family, and for all the poor souls whose lives were traded for my existence, for their sake, I will build a world where such meaningless sacrifice is never again sanctioned. As Emperor, I will change the world. I swear it.
That is a very honorable thing to do, yeah. Kick the Prime Minister and all of those that he has under his thumb. Kick them out. That's terrible corruption. You need to get rid of them. That's horrible. But yeah, Edelgard has the Crest of Flames too. C+. Huh. And now it's day again. Wow. Magic. Yeah, that's crazy that Edelgard went through all of that. That is ridiculous. Yeah, and it appears she has the Crest of Flames as well, although it hasn't... I don't know, I haven't really seen it activate. I wonder if now that we know that, does it pop up or something? Like, does it show that under Edelgard now? It does. I don't think it did before. Crest of Flames, the crest of the goddess who governs the world, occasionally restores HP equal to 30% of damage dealt, rarely raises might and stops counterattacks. I didn't know it did that. Does that say that on Byleth? Does it say the same thing? Yeah, it does. The crest of the goddess who governs the world rarely raises might and stops counterattacks. Yeah, I don't remember the stop and counterattacks part, but... I guess it is rare, so there is that. So yeah, I guess Edelgard's actually better than Byleth when it comes to crest because she has another one. She also has the minor crest of Sarros. They say Saint Sarros bore this minor crest and passed it down through House Hresfeld. Sometimes raises might when using combat arts. Well, compared to the Crest of Flames, it's definitely not as good, but... Interesting, so she actually is probably better than Byleth when it comes to everything she can do because she has two crests. Huh. Yeah, I don't think it showed that earlier. I think it only popped up after we learned that about her. Interesting. Although, the Sword of the Creator still grants Byleth alone its power and the ability to use Ruptured Heaven. So even though Edelgard has the same Crest of Flames, it seems that the Sword of the Creator still only gives us its power. So there must be some other component. The Sword of the Creator must have chosen us for a specific reason. Yeah, because it seems like Edelgard could definitely not wield it. I mean, we could try trading it over and see what it looks like, but I doubt she could wield it. Like, what would happen if we tried to equip it? Or wait, maybe she could use it, but then she would not be able to use Ruptured Heaven? I think that's probably more like what it would be. I feel like probably anyone could use the Sword of the Creator just as a weapon. Yeah, because it says grants KBG, or Byleth, whatever, alone its power and the ability to use Ruptured Heaven. So what I'm guessing that means is she couldn't use Ruptured Heaven, whereas Byleth could. Is there a way to look at Is there a way to look at the combat art she has? Right. So it doesn't show up with Ruptured Heaven, but I wonder if we trade it back to Byleth if it shows up there. So if so, then that confirms that only Byleth can use Ruptured Heaven, which is what I think and what would make the most sense, but we can just double check it. Yeah, right. Personal combat art, Ruptured Heaven. So Edelgard can't use Ruptured Heaven. But I think absolutely everyone can use... I think anyone can use the Hero's Relics or whatever. I think anyone can use them, but only certain units can actually use them to their full potential. Like how I think anyone could use the Sword of the Creator technically, but only Byleth is actually able to use Ruptured Heaven. Right. So anyways, after learning all of that crazy stuff that went on in the Empire, that is ridiculous. But I think today, or that's going to do it for today. Yeah, between now and the next episode, what I think I'm going to do is I will go ahead and do a whole lot of fishing, a whole heck ton of fishing for the fishing tournament. And then once we start the next episode, after I do all that fishing, we will probably go ahead and compare fish with everyone, and completely destroy everyone, and then report back to Flayn. And then we should be able to finish that quest. And then in the next episode, we'll probably also finish off the rest of the monthly tasks, all the rest of the monthly activities and stuff, and maybe even see if we can get started on this month's mission. But yeah, that is going to do it for today, so thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. It would really help out the channel, and I would very much so appreciate it. And yeah, the next episode should be going up on Monday. So definitely be sure to check it out when that comes out. Yeah, it's just really crazy that to learn everything that happened with Edelgard and that she actually has the Crest of Flames as well. Very, very interesting. There's definitely a lot more to Edelgard than meets the eye, and I'm sure we will learn more and more as time goes on, because we still have 2 more supports with her, and a whole lot more time to learn more about her from the story as well. But yeah, once again, that's going to do it for today. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching once again, and hopefully I'll see you in the next episode. That's going to do it for now, so yeah, see you later.